So if you think about your customer base, or the universe of your customer, right? You got new customers, you think about your existing customers, and then you think about your advocates, the people who love you, your customers who come back over and over again, who they tell everyone about your hotel. They just feel like they're sort of part of your family, and they want to help you succeed, right? Your advocates. Well, if you really look at, and through the research from my last book, we looked at people who were the super engaged customers. This was back during the rise of social media. We were looking at online communities. And we looked at those people who were the most engaged. They created the most discussion threads. They were the most engaged in the community. And it was only 1%. So it's not the 80-20 rule, but really the 1%. And it was a very small and surprising number. We looked at IBM and Intuit and all these communities, and it was just 1%. So a very surprising number. But this is what Gaga does. She has, what, 57 million likes on Facebook? She focuses on 1% of her fans. Most of her efforts on 1% of her fans, right? So 1%ers, right? It's this concept of looking at these folks who love you, and the reason why she's focused on them is because through word of mouth, they're going to get her new customers. These are the most influential. These are the people who go out, talk to other people, recruit them to your hotel, right? And for her, recruiting them into the Little Monster fold. And so they're the ones who are growing her business. And she has said, you know, she wants to be around for the next 25 years. And so this is how she's going to do it. She's going to grow that loyal fan base over the years. I think a very, very smart strategy for companies to embrace. So let me introduce you to a woman named Amber Brown, maybe a 1%er for Gaga that you might not even think about. I think a lot of folks think that her fans are very young. This is Amber Brown. She lives in Southern Illinois. She's 38. Right? She has been to, as you can see there, 9 Monster Balls. That was the first tour, 9 of them. She's told me she schedules her vacations around them. The Born This Way Ball, she's been to 5 of those. And she was first in line at the St. Louis Ball, which means she got to go backstage and meet Gaga. She actually, she told me she slept out for a week to be that first person in line. She took a week off of vacation. Tornado warnings, and she slept in a tent, and everyone was lined up behind her because she wanted to be that first person to meet Gaga. You know, here's something about 1%ers. They're crazy sometimes. They really are. And we see a lot of businesses who sometimes disregard these folks because they seem a little weird. They love the brand sometimes more than the folks who work in the company themselves. Right? So I think sometimes they may be disregarded as being these crazy fanatics. But they're not. They're our best customers. They're people like Amber Brown. You don't have to have a super sexy product. I mean, there are companies like Costco that have amazing 1%ers. This is Ron Susi, and he is a giant Costco 1%er. He buys everything from his socks to his underwear to his eyeglasses from Costco. He and his wife, when they go on vacation, they have to go to the Costco. He loves it so much that his wife made him this shirt so that when someone says, "Ooh, I like your belt," he can say, "Ooh, I'm Costco man because I got it from Costco." Right? Are we have Costco fans in the crowd? Where's our Costco fans? Woo! We love Costco. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, that's not a pop star that he loves. It is a store, right? And so there are 1%ers for many, many, many businesses and many organizations, and the idea is to recognize who they are and to acknowledge them. And then we'll talk a little bit more about what Gaga does, and you'll find more lessons in the book about how she engages 1%ers. You know, I bet we have some 1%ers in the crowd. So here's what I want you to do right now. I want you to think about a brand, a product, a commercial product that you absolutely love. Okay, it can't be Spring Hill Suites and not Marriott. But I want to know, like, think about something you tell everyone you know about. You buy it as a gift. Are you thinking of that thing? Okay, I want to hear what it is. So let's go find some 1%ers. All right. Who wants to share their story of being a 1%er? You do. Come on up. Okay, who are you and where are you from?
I'm Lori from Thatcher, Arizona.
Woo! All right.
Spanx, ladies. Don't leave home without them. It's not Visa. It's your Spanx. Nobody wants to see this.
Wait, did you see her grab the mic from me? She couldn't. She wanted to tell you about the Spanx. And honey, you look good. You look good. You look amazing. That's awesome. Oh my goodness, Spanx. Okay, oh, we have one over here. Ooh, somebody wants to share. Can you beat the Spanx?
Not really.
Okay. Who are you and where are you from?
My name's Laurel Roll. I'm from York, Pennsylvania with High Hotels. I'm a Maxxinista. I am TJ Maxx.
Oh, wait, Maxxinista. Is that a thing?
Thing. It is.
Like a formal thing? Do you have like, are you a card-carrying Maxxinista?
I find out when the delivery truck comes in to the store and find out when the new products come in.
How do you know that?
You just ask a clerk.
Oh, well, you got the scoop. You know the 411.
Yes, the 411. Every week you're there.
She's there every week. Every week. Wow, thank you. Max. Oh, wait, one more. She's got one more thing to say.
Pat is at the Spring Hill Suites in New Jersey, and I was on my way to do a one-on-one with him, and I spilled coffee on my skirt, and I text my husband, and he found the nearest TJ Maxx for me to get a skirt.
Wait, this skirt? Oh, okay. Oh my God, I've learned something new. Maxximista. I love it. Any other Maxximistas? You'll have to connect afterwards. Wow, that's great. So you can see 1%ers, they're crazy. I mean, they're crazy. She's going to the store, she's finding out when the things arrive. This is what 1%ers do. And so I want you to think about, where are your 1%ers? Do you know who they are? Could you name them for your hotel? Do you see them often enough? Do you see them online? Do you see their TripAdvisor reviews? So think about if you are a 1%er, and think about if that thing you loved, they just ignored you. Like, how would that make you feel? So I think that's a question we need to think about. Are we recognizing them? Do we know where they are? Do we pay them attention? The 1%ers are our top customers, and so the idea here, like Gaga, is to really pay attention to who they are. Okay, you guys, thanks so much for sharing the story. That was amazing and awesome. Round of applause. But you know what's really interesting is that there are a lot of companies out there that are ignoring them. I just wanted to show you a little bit of research. This is from Forrester, and they were asking chief marketing officers last year, what are your top 3 marketing objectives? And you can see at the top, it was really all about new, new, new. Like, I think they have like shiny new object syndrome or something. You can see it's about new customers, new products, new awareness, 60% focusing on new customers. So let's compare that with current customers. You can see it's down to 30% now who are focused on retention of current customers, 26% on lifetime value, and 26% on customer sat or advocacy. So why the disconnect here? You know, why the focus on just new? I mean, we certainly need new customers, but we all know, you've seen this research before, right? 5 times cheaper to keep a current customer. We've done so much to keep them, to get them, but we don't do that much to keep them sometimes. And not to throw an industry under the bus, but you know those industries, those companies who kind of get you in and then just ignore the crap out of you? Your cable company? I don't want to name names, but I live in Austin, Texas, and there's 3 letters. I won't say who they are, but if you read the Yelp reviews, I mean, they're just, people are angry. They have like 1 star and they use F-bombs. Like, I hate them, right? Because they get you in and then their customer service is terrible. And they're giving all these discounts, they're getting the new customers in, and you just want your cable to work. And and so it's very frustrating. So you see some industries which are all about getting in new customers but don't pay attention to current, and I think that is a giant problem. And I know you guys don't do that. I know you guys totally focus on service and style and all these amazing things to keep your customers, so kudos to you. That's amazing. Okay. So back to Lady Gaga. This is Troy Carter. He is her manager. And you know, when he was asked about why they connect with the diehards, he says, I think it's really important that we look at our diehards. He would rather have 1 million diehard customers than 54 million. You know, I talk to a lot of audience, and social is the hot, hot thing, and everybody's trying to race to the top. How many Facebook fans do we have? How many Twitter followers do we have? And at the end of the day, it's so easy for someone to just like something. But what we are looking for are those loyal customers who stay with us, who tell everyone that they should come to our hotel. That's who we want. And Troy is saying, you know, for us to be successful, for Gaga to be successful, it's really about the long term and growing that loyalty. And that is the lesson, the top lesson I think that we can learn from Gaga.